Hello, um, this is Eva in Sweden, and I wanted to recording to say thank you to you in United States that download the 500 chapter of my podcast. I hope it's a positive thing, and I never know because um, it can be negative things they use my podcast for, and but I say that it's up to people what they are doing and take responsible for what they are doing and what they tell other people. I can't go after people. I only am a tool for God to reach you and tell you what heaven is telling me and want to tell you. I can't do nothing. I'm only a tool for heaven. And so it was one of these Swedish state that downloaded 500 episodes. There is some strong Swedish states. It's not Swedish, but many people live there. And the biggest state in USA is Minnesota. Most Swedish people came there, but you will be surprised where did they go in United States. But I have been working with the history between Sweden and United States, and I come to know that it was not only Swedish people, but those people that come from other countries, they could get a property for free if they could deal with the Indians, the native people who was first in United States. And if they could deal with them, and many was of course killed in this, and it was terrible to live there in the first place because of these Indians was so close to the property. But Swedish people become friends with the Indians, and they didn't do the fight because is not what we have learned here in Sweden. It's a little different from other parts in United States, but Swedish people don't like a gun, and instead they try to talk, and they maybe have things to give to the Indians to help them with food and this kind of things. So they become friends instead. And I have some Indians in my family tree. I was working yesterday of Cherokee Indians, and because a man that is related to me, he told me that he told on Facebook that Elvis Presley grandmother was Cherokee Indian, And I wrote to him that I have already heard in my family tree. I have Elvis Presley in my family tree. But I was looking at it today because I think this man is on my mother's side. And I checked out Elvis Presley, where he was in my family tree. And he was in my father's family tree. So in that way we are not related. So he didn't wrote about that he was related to Elvis Presley. But I knew I had the Presley in my DNA match. And I found out that it was on his Elvis Presley's mother's side I was related to. And it have been other people have not downloaded and been on my podcast. But I think why is because it's the end of the school now. And people do other things in life and outside and barbecue and maybe go on vacation. So I should not expect so many listen at my podcast just now in the summer. But it can come like it come yesterday, that someone download 500 episodes, and that make me so very happy. I didn't expect it to be so many listen at my podcast. So it's a success, the podcast. And today I was thinking about this, what my mother say. I met my mother before God come, and I didn't know God in that time. But one night I had a vision dream that I come up to heaven and met my mother that have passed away for a long time ago. And she stood there in the door opening to heaven. And I don't tell the whole story, but she turned around and looked at me, and I saw it was my mother. And I asked her, because I didn't know anything, I asked her, how is it to be dead? I said to her, very strange question, but it's not a strange question when you know that I didn't know anything about God or heaven, and I didn't believe in God. And she have a face like I was stupid. I didn't know anything, and I didn't. And she didn't answer me about the question, how it is to be dead. And instead she say, you on earth. So she told me that she was in heaven. You on earth, you think there is only one God. But we are many, she said. And that gave me and have given me question why she said so. But in her way to talk, did I understood that my mother was talking about smaller God, not God, the only God there is. she was not talking about him. She talking about all this spirit God have as tools, those that God is giving order, tell them to what to do, and they work for God, and this is those small gods. And my mother was talking about that. I come to know it, and now because I have been 23 years and more in that time when my mother talked to me about heaven. It was not that she was some kind of special person, but I think that she is standing in the door of heaven to tell people where to go in heaven. I think she's there because she is my mother. And so I have to tell you something first before I go in some direction here. I tell you that the last episode I was talking about Pat Robertson, and Pat Robertson, many think it is only about political things, but it's not political things I'm talking about. If you have avoided to listen at it, it's a spirit thing. And in the end of the episode, Jesus Christ come, and I don't remember because I was in the spirit. I only know some what was doing when I was in the spirit, that Jesus come and he showing things that I understood why he showing me these things. And it was very, very much spirit. So I couldn't do anything in that day because I was drained out from all the spirit energy in my body, because there was a healing. Now I remember when I talk about it, it was also something Jesus wanted me to send healing to some people. And it was very powerful. So I don't say that you're stupid, but it should belong to an episode that you should listen at if you are serious in this, to come to know heaven. It is warm weather today, so I am thirsty. So I drink some soda because I am allowed to drink soda in the weekends. And it's Sunday today. And I am not in a church because I'm in church by myself in my work under heaven. So instead I talk to you on Sunday. I see like a heart like you make a drawing of a heart, not inside the body. And and I feel some spirits touch me behind me, in my spine, and in my back and in the spine. And this spirit are coming to send you some healing, and it's for you that have this with your back. You have some pain in your back, and you can receive the healing just now. Because it's a heart, so it's not only the back. It's have with your heart to do also, that give you pain. It give you pain in the back. It's they see me as like I should do the healing just now. They think I can manage it because I'm okay now after the other healing that was done with in the episode where Pat Robertson, I was talking about Pat Robertson, and now I'm okay to do healing again. So it's I don't know what it means, but it's like a soft layer, like I don't know if it's in English. I think it's the same name in English, moss. I have the last name Moss in my family tree. So it has something with that name to do also. It is not about this soft layer. It is about the sure name Moss, and it's coming from England. I think from Ireland. And Anne Moss. Something was it that was flying away in a big light, and light of itself. This Anne flow in front of my eyes, and she's saying that she is a grandmother and also a mother, she's saying. And she say, I touch hearts. She's saying that. I think what she was saying, but I need to ask her what she means with that that she, I don't remember what she say. Touch hearts. No, she's saying very much. She's saying that it's about people that have lost their emotional ability because of what's happened in their life. And this is my duty. That's what I'm working with from heaven to restore and repair those broken hearts, and those hearts that have not the ability to feel anything because they have been hurt so much, she is saying. She put her slide up her sleeves, but I don't know really the dress she's wearing, but it's full up of white clothes, white fiber, like she is there for fight for you, to bring you back the emotional that you need to have in your life, because you are not dead, she is saying. You are not dead. She's telling me that there's some here, not maybe just now today, but listen at this podcast in the future, that is confused in their emotional state. The brain function and the heart function have been damaged. Oh, I don't know if it's a spirit come into me, but it was something going on. She's saying that for you to be our soldiers, military in heaven, from heaven, you need to be repaired in your heart. The broken heart belongs to the devil, because in broken your heart, you go angry. You have been angry at God. You have been angry on God that He should solve your problems. But there is many problems that can be solved of people, and not need to have God with you in this. God has so much to do. So sometimes when people pray to God or talk to God about helping them, is it going to be selfish? Because you are not the only one in this world. There is many people that need God's help. And that's way you showing that you are a selfish person. You can talk to God about it. If there is anything you can do for me, God. So I pray to you to help me in this situation. That's how we can ask God, but we can't tell God that He should help us. We have to be humble and ask God for help, but not demand Him to do it, because God see and know much more things than we can. He knows people's heart. He knows why they act like they do, because it maybe was sad about them that they have been abused as a child, and then they have hard to give their heart to anyone. So we don't know. It's only God that knows our heart and our mind. It doesn't matter if people say that you are like something bad, but that is not what you are. You are not what they're saying, because you are a person, and you have locked in your heart because you have been so much abused. So now it's no one to blame about God. It's blame that you have been hurt of evil people. That those, not everyone belong to the devil. They also have been abused. So it's been more and more this today. And I saw that today that someone have downloaded this tsunami wave that was told for maybe 2 years ago. And those things that was said in that episode are coming true now. The tsunami have coming here, not out in the flood, not in the ocean. The tsunami can look in a different way, and it have done with these young people that kill young people. It was, I think it was 9 young people in fight with guns, and one was shooting, was dead, was killed, and this was in Sweden in one place, and this is a tsunami. A tsunami is not a wave of water. It can be something that started when heaven was talking about tsunami. It have started and to grow some criminal, evil things. And this city where I live, that is Europeans' biggest open station for drugs to come into Europe. And yesterday I did a video, a live broadcasting on Facebook, and I lost my way, and then I come to very nice houses area, and everywhere they were not talking Swedish, they were talking Arabic, and it was Arabic music. And I was thinking, those houses they built there is from in the harbor. There was money coming into with drugs, lots of drugs, and they make fast money. But the police is not so stupid. It is the law in Sweden that make the police could not act on it. It's the political people in the government that do these laws, and the police have only to follow them. Even if they know what's going on, they can't do anything. It's not the police error. It's the political. I'm not going to talk political. But the source of these criminal things is coming from the political system. And when I talk about this with them, I am thirsty now. I need to hold a bottle with both hands. So I'm going to say, it's very dry in my apartment when it's hot weather outside. But I'm going to say something that I have just forgotten. But it maybe will come back. Sometimes the Spirit is telling me what I was on my way to say. I think it was about these criminal things going on. And I will see if it's coming to be about this. It's a spirit that touch me, and I don't know what will happen. It's I think it's a spirit that tried to remind me what I should have said when I talking about these luxury upscales houses, and it was only Arabic screaming and Arabic music in that place. And I was drained out when talking about Pat Robertson, and I'm still a little tired and sleepy of it. I am ready to could travel to your place if you want me to come and have this connection between you and heaven. It's when the only time I could do my things was in Kenya for 10 years ago, and it was like it was a message for every church I come to preach in, and that will it be for you if you invite me to your place. It doesn't need to be a church. It can be in your home. And if you come and get me to your place, it will be that heaven will come down and talk to you. And if I go to another home later on, heaven will tell you about what's matter for your place, for you, as a person, and what they, not what they're talking about. People ask about if they are single, if gonna get a husband like that. But that is not what heaven is talking about. If they ask talking about love in that way, they are going to talk about you, how you should act to get you a man. It's not that a man come fixed. It's not gonna be that. It's gonna be like what you should change inside your brain. Your mindset have to be in a special way. In that way they are going to talk to you. They are not going to talk like the horoscope in the magazine, like that, about love. They don't, because there is no love in heaven. The love is directed to earth, but in heaven everyone is like one family. There is no such love that we have here on earth. There is a love for the family member, but it's everyone. It's not one person or one family. Everyone is in the love. It's God's love. I have felt this sometimes, and it's not like our love. It's hard to describe it. But it's like you are in a bubble. You are in like a bag, plastic bag around you, and everything in that bag is love. You feel it with everything in your body, that this is love. We don't need to try to find it, because the love in heaven is there forever, for everyone, not directed to some people. It's for everyone that have reached heaven and is allowed to come into heaven. There is the love. It's like the air is full of love. So it's not separated. It's a complete love, and that includes everyone. So I think that was the Spirit, what he wanted to tell you about this with love. So it's time for me to end here, and I thank you that really are interested to know what heaven is telling us. You'll be surprised where in United States those Swedish people are. And of course it's in other countries also. But just now it seems like, I don't know if it's stopped of some reason, but it is very much about United States just now. That, not me talking about United States, but you as a listener listen from United States. So, and of course I have you that is in Europe that also listen very much, from Ireland and Germany and England and and I'm sorry if I forget your country, but I'm start to be very tired, so I need to go to sleep. I am not really recovered from this Pat Robertson episode. I need to rest a little more. But thank you for listening, and God bless you.